Going on, guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So today we're going to be going over 10 very small but very crucial steps into making some of the best specs possible in driving Empire. So anything from headlights to rims to caliper colors to even interior colors can probably help your car look way better than it did before. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, guys, so the very first thing that we're going to go over is interior. Now, I know this is probably not a very good example because you can't customize every part of it, but for the Pagani's, the interior color also goes on the outsides, as you see right here, and that doesn't look very good last time I checked. So, if you're gonna do a nice interior to go along with your beautiful spec you probably already have on the exterior, like this purple Wyra the Roadster that I have right here. By the way, this is a very good spec. Just don't copy me. But anyways, um, so the first thing you're gonna want to do, if you want to do the interior, is just like play around with it for a little bit. And one good way is to try to color match the interior, like the parts that are already done, as good as possible. So a good way to do this is probably just to go with like this beige right here, or if you want to just go way more toned down, which is what I personally would do, is just go for a color that just matches like around like the darker parts. So something like this works amazing. And there you go, guys. Just like that, you have officially fixed your interior, and now you don't look like a clown. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to number 2. Alright, guys, so the next step in order to make a good spec is that you want to have some nice wheels to go with the spec. Now, these wheels in particular don't look bad at all whatsoever, but there's some better options out there if you guys know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I mean, some wheels out there, I do understand that they already look amazing stock, but I mean, sometimes, some aftermarket wheels could look good. Some of them obviously are gonna look way better than others, so and that definitely don't work. So I recommend you don't get these in general on like any car unless you're just dumbass. These are alright. These work pretty decent. But the best rims I would say are mostly this rim and then this rim right here. These are both really good options. They're not insanely expensive, well, for this car at least, so I would say they're a solid pickup. And then you have a bunch of array of colors. Personally, I would just go black on this car because it just works, okay? But anyways, and just like that, guys, you have officially fixed the wheels on your car. Moving on to step number 3, we have making your own bespoke color. Now, this one might be a little tricky because obviously, not all of us out there are, creative and stuff, but literally right here, we have our very own little color picker, and you can literally just go zoomy, zoomy, zoom, 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 and make your own custom color. It's like if you want to make your car hot pink, but you want to have the best shade of hot pink ever, okay? Yeah, just play around with it. And bada bing, bada boom, you have the world's best hot pink car ever. I'm just playing, bro. No one likes hot pink unless as you're a dumbass. But anyways, a good example is my very custom purple. I'm gonna go ahead and actually just enter the color code off camera because I literally do not want you guys to steal it. Now enter the color code for my custom purple, and as you guys can tell, it looks way, way better. But the problem is the paint is a little too shiny. That's where step number 4 comes in. So if we go to wraps right here now, by the way, really quick disclaimer about some of these. Not every single car from every single brand will have these. This is just one of the few that have wraps. So if we go to wraps, you can literally choose from different wraps. Some of them are definitely going to look better than others, like I said, so just bear with me for a minute. So, as you can see, polished metal definitely ain't hitting. This one's alright, but like, no. Oh, if you really want to go nice looking, this is definitely the way to go. Nice metallic. It's not too bright or too kind of like dull. This is like absolutely perfect. And then, of course, with that, you gotta go back to step number two, which is find some awesome rims to go with it. I personally like the lunar shifts. This is, by the way, guys, this is another really good one to have if you're trying to like customize the rims on your car just a little bit. That's a really good one to have. So, anyways, that is step number four complete. Now let's move on to step number five. All right, guys, coming into step number five, we have headlights. Now, before you guys start absolutely flaming me in the comments saying, "What does headlights make a good spec?" Listen before I get absolutely toasted in the comments. So, as you can see, the headlights look kind of, I don't know, docile on this car. It looks really boring. But with some nice bright white headlights, you can literally make this look absolutely fresh. Just like that, guys. Y'all saw that difference, right? I mean, let's go back to what it was like probably 25 seconds ago. We literally went from some boring old headlights to literally some fresh headlights in Driving Empire. By the way, guys, this is completely free. Like, you are doing a huge favor to your car, and it's completely free. So not only if you're like trying to drive realistically from interior view, you at night, and you can see better, but it also makes your car look so much better. Step number six, we're gonna go back to the Amira for this one again. So, and that is making the perfect fitment on your car. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Let's go ahead and go back outside real quick before we actually do this. The fitment on some cars in game stock are absolutely booty. I'm telling y'all right now. As you can see, there's a nice little gap right here that looks really, really bad. And the back is just even worse, which, it's not it. Plus, plus, it's very high off the ground, so it doesn't look pretty. So, we're going to fix that right now for step number six with the fitment. So, most cars these days, they actually do come with this suspension. It doesn't come on just unlicensed cars anymore. It actually comes on the licensed cars. So you can now make the fitment on your cars perfect. If you want to go aggressive, lower it. And if you want to make it as low as possible, just link it together, and it will cost a bit more money, and it will just go very, very slightly. But I promise you guys, it is so worth it because it's going to look so much better. And then the front end, let's go ahead and fix that fitment real quick because it's terrible. Well, in the front and the back, it is not pretty. So we're going to go ahead and buy that too. And let's go and go back outside real quick so we can do a quick comparison. And let's go ahead and hop out real quick. It's kind of hard to tell, but I promise you guys it will be really easy to tell. Just like that. Look at this, guys. The fitment looks absolutely phenomenal in this car. It's nice and lowered. You got some good rims on it. And then the fitment is just perfect. It is tight. So, just like that, guys, you literally just went from, just a normal, like a Mira, to literally a clean build without anybody knowing it. Alright, guys, step number 7, pretty explanatory one. Just go on the internet and just find a nice, basic, but really, really clean spec. I do this I don't really do this often, to be honest, but sometimes it's just hard not to because it's such a good car, and, I want to make it look good. And sometimes these specs can be kind of basic, but a really good one I have, I'm going to show you guys right now for this Corvette. So, as you can see, just like make it red, because in my opinion, red on Corvettes is literally just like a staple, okay? Like, you can't live without it. It just looks good, alright? So, there you guys go. We've already fixed a bunch of stuff within just a couple clicks. And then the red, you can literally just adjust it. And just like that, guys, you have officially made a very nice and clean Corvette spec within like 10 seconds. Just like a quick Google search. Or just like maybe scrolling through pictures you took of like some nice cars through your phone over the course of like 2 months or 2 seconds, doesn't matter. And just like that, guys, you have yourself a very, very nice, is clean car that's actually based off some dude's car, which is really, really cool. Alright, guys, coming into step number 8, we have calipers. Another one that's really small, but sometimes on really good specs, it just kind of throws it off. So if you guys barely pay attention to my calipers, there's on a lot of my cars, they're usually red, but sometimes red doesn't just always work on everything, if you guys know what I mean. So let's go back to so we're going to get back to this in a second, because this is the example I already had planned, but we're going to go back to the Amira too, because, yeah. But anyways, so here's the Amira, so it has red calipers, looks nice, right? Honestly, it kind of looks a little off. Like, I literally keep telling guys, I'm not even kidding. I always try to tell myself, it doesn't look that bad. I think I'll stick with it. Honestly, I'm gonna be for real. I just don't think it looks great. So, what I would do is just like go like a different color, like a color that you know feels right. Like you've seen it on other cars, like a specific color and then a specific color caliber going together. So this uh, is basically on the base 911 GT3 and like that shark blue, and with the yellow calibers. Whoo, don't get me started. That looks super good, bro, honestly. So, that's the same case with the Cinque. Orange spec. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. But, if it ain't getting 10 out of 10, it's probably the calipers, because even the smallest details matter in this case. So, we're going to paint match it with some really nice orange calipers. So, we're going to scroll all the way down here, and just like that, paint match, and it looks 10 times better. You cannot tell me that the red looks worse or better than that. That just looks peak, all right, y'all. All right, guys, let's go and move on to step number 9, and that is if you have a body kit car, please put body kits on it. I mean, Driving Empire ain't making these body kits for nothing, all right? So, a very good example is the 2011 GTR. Let's go ahead and go and find it. Where is it? Okay, it's right here. So, as you can see, absolutely gorgeous looking spec, okay? We got this nice golden yellow on it, but the body of the car just looks off, if you know what I'm saying. But we got body kits. So, oh, in my opinion, I wouldn't say just go full crazy on it, because you might make it look like a really bad racer. So, I would say go in order, go through all of them, and look at the ones you like the best. So, I've already had some picked out. I just undid all of this so that I could just show you guys how it looks. And then obviously people are going to be looking under that hood if you do have it open. So look at that. Look at that. You the titanium engine cover, like, yo. And then a box roof. Oh, don't get me started, all right? And then, like I said, bunch of different options you can do to make your car look good. And if you're going to put a wide body kit, which we'll get to in just a moment after looking through these, I'm begging you guys to make sure it looks good. Like the fitment and stuff. If you remember with the Amira. Luckily, for wide body kits, Driving Empire does now, like, I guess, auto fit it, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but basically, once you put the kit on it, it just automatically widens the car. You don't have to go and fix the fitment or anything. It's just good and perfect like that. But guys, we have officially finished the spec, and what the heck? Anyways, as you guys can obviously tell, this car looks so much better than it did before. Now, obviously, I didn't do an outside shot of it, but honestly, you can just tell the difference already just from like a side angle. Like, okay, this man did everything, and I completely forgot one crucial part. So, let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Make sure you guys put some body kits on your cars so it looks absolutely phenomenal like this. This is one of the best ways to make it happen. Now, I'm not saying mine's is the best one in the world, but I definitely say I'd have one of the cleanest body kit specs. Probably in Driving Empire. Like I said, don't toast me in the comments because I'm just being completely honest with you guys. But anyways, let's go on and move on to the final thing while we're at it, and that is just keep your cars just like stock colored. Like, it doesn't have to be a loud color. So one good example is the Zonda C12. Very beautiful looking, and we have it nice and plain Jane, gray, silver, whatever you want to call it. Now, here's the spec I had on it before, and you guys are probably gonna just like not like it. Which is this? Now, it looks nice. I think it looks really nice. But like after thinking about it, like, it looks a little bit weird on this car. Or that's because there's not like that much black like pieces, which kind of like balance it out. So it just looks kind of tacky. Just like kind of just try to make it close to space, spec as possible. And then just like that, you literally have officially fixed a classic. And not only does it look better, but it also looks really good. A lot of people wouldn't usually just like keep cars like this, stock. Like, they want to make it flashy because it's obviously the most expensive car in the game. But personally, I'd say just keep it stock. It's always gonna look the best, no matter how good, of a spec you try to put on it, what you think you've put on it. But anyways, guys, that is gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, or thought this was helpful in any way possible, let me know down in the comments below. Like and subscribe, do everything as usual, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace!